There are a lot of people who are frustrated with their hearing aids, but board-certified audiologist Joni Davis of Davis Family Hearing says you don't have to be that way, and she's here to tell you why. Joni, I was so worried about getting your name that I kind of messed up your title there, so my apologies, but mine's verbally. We're talking about hearing today. There's no help with the way I speak. We're all in for it. But let's talk about implants and how you can help, because I know you're passionate about education.
Absolutely, and there are so many people who are out there who are frustrated, who know they have a hearing loss, who have tried hearing aid after hearing aid, and why aren't these hearing aids working for me? They think that there's something wrong with them. This is why it's so important that you see a doctor of audiology, because audiologists also work with cochlear implants. And when you're frustrated with a hearing aid, a lot of times it's because your hearing nerve is very distorted. What happens when you have a distorted speaker and you turn it up louder?
Yes.
You get louder distortion.
Yes.
And that's what's happening with the hearing aid. We're making it louder, so those people are getting louder distortion. That's not going to help you communicate with people. So at our office, we do cochlear implant evaluations, and if you qualify for a cochlear implant, what we do is we refer you to a surgeon, usually an otologist, who inserts a cochlear implant into your inner ear. And what this is an electrode that goes in and bypasses the distorted part of your ear and electrically stimulates the hearing nerve directly. So essentially, people are actually hearing electricity. But because our brains are such unique, adaptive, malleable things, we gradually start to hear that as natural sound over time. And just the other day, I had a lovely woman, one of my favorite patients. She had 0% understanding ability in her left ear. Even though she could hear sound, she couldn't understand speech. So 2 weeks after I turned her cochlear implant on, she was understanding 36%. A month after I turned her cochlear implant on, she's understanding 56%. I have no doubt by the end of the year, she's going to be up around 80s and 90s, which is just a huge life changer. And she did it because she wanted to be able to understand her grandchildren.
Oh, I think grandchildren have that effect. Maybe that's part of the reason my dad, I'll call him out, he actually just got some hearing aids, and it's life-changing for the family, for the patient. And I know a lot of times these cochlear implants, when you start talking about them, I wasn't aware, but actually I've seen people have them before, and I know you brought some examples of the different covers and how you kind of can make them fun if, say, a younger child needs them, right?
Absolutely, and they are so much fun. I mean, when I got braces, I had multicolored braces when I was a kid. It's the same thing with the cochlear implant. Rock it out. We have leopard print and hot pink, and you can really make it fun. And what better thing than to give your child the gift of hearing? The other thing is cochlear implants can Bluetooth into your cell phone now. So it actually kind of turns into a fun little tech gadget, and you can stream hands-free Bluetooth, which is amazing because most people who qualify for a cochlear implant have never been able to talk on the phone. So now they can Bluetooth their cell phone directly into their cochlear implant and be able to reach out to those loved ones who live in another state that they couldn't talk to before.
It seems like, again, you have story after story, I know, of the life-changing, but when it comes to people watching, hearing just tends to be those things that people like put off, or they think maybe mine's not that bad. What message do you want people to know?
My message is more for the general public than for the people actually experiencing the hearing loss, because people who experience hearing loss know they have a hearing loss, and they tend to fake it because it's a hidden disability. Nobody can see their hearing loss, and it's rampant. When I do lectures out in the community, I always say, how many people here know somebody who has a hearing loss or experience hearing loss yourself? And every single hand raises. You're not alone. There is help out there. Even if you have pursued treatment and it's not successful, do yourself a favor and go see a doctor of audiology, and we will find a solution for you.
Well, again, we appreciate you coming on. I think this is so important to talk about. And if you are interested in more information on how Davis Family Hearing can help you or help someone you know, well, there's a website on your screen along with the phone number and, of course, the locations. Joni, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.